Alrighty. Hey, you're already here, Reg. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to win it big on some of these other coins. Looks like I generally have way more luck with pennies than anything else. But we're not putting pennies on the table. Maybe that will switch things around a little bit. I'm going to drop the link for anybody who wants to go ahead and join me and chat it up. Welcome back to you, man. He's like, I just couldn't stay away. That froggy, awkward voice, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and crack open some rolls. Got 4 of the 3, I'm not going to say bigger ones because I never have dollar rolls or 50-cent pieces, but they're bigger to me and they're not pennies, and that's what counts, even though, like I said, hey, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for nickels first. I actually have a few packages that I'm super excited to be getting in the mail. One is, I do believe, my last big purchase for this year. And it's going to kick off a different type of game for everybody and a way to get into the side stack challenge a little bit easier. And the other one is coming from an awesome friend who spoils me like crazy. And I just cannot wait for that. I gotta say, you know, when it comes to which one I'm more excited for, it's not the one that contains all the silver. Hey, Jonathan. Pretty excited. 2003. Well, they're all so shiny too, so I'm not getting many hopes up. Both 2016. Just looking for some coins. That one even has the Ring of Death. 2017. 1998. You know, we want to always put our oldest one away just so we can see what the bar is. Oh, golly. 1996. And they all look like these newer ones. Let's see if we can get it to focus a little bit better. There you go. Yeah, man. I haven't had much luck with any of these 3, so I'm not even putting pennies on the table. Just trying to get something. But when the oldest thing you find is a 1994 nickel on the first, oh, there we go, 84. Still not what we're looking for, but it's older than 94. It's older than me. There's an 80. If we keep that route up, maybe we'll have something worth bragging about. right. So the oldest thing we found in that one was a 1980 nickel, and that's nothing to brag about. But we'll pop it under this camera. So we can kind of have a placekeeper. Hey, Secret Creek Prospecting. It's going good tonight. How are you doing? That's what everybody says until they get all the black sands, huh, Reg? I'm just going to knock out all these nickels first, and hopefully we'll find something older than 1980. He's like, there's nothing now, right? I mean, I'll be honest with you, Jonathan. Anything. I have had the worst luck with the nickels. But it's not a buffalo head, but there's a buffalo on it. I mean, does that make anybody as happy as me? Not really, but put that over there. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, I watch some people's videos and they find some really cool stuff in their rolls, and I really have not had that same experience. So the oldest one in this roll is 1982. Hey, Partridge Family Prospecting. I don't have the answer to that one. Does anybody have the answer to Secret Creek Prospecting's question? Hey, the Wolf. What's the story behind 41 nickels? Wow. That's awesome, but I have to actually, when it comes to quarters, look more in depth at the mint marks, to be honest with you. Do you find a lot in your half-dollar searches? I just strive to be boring. And I actually think mine is too, the Wolf. I don't know why you want to see man titties. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to jump on here again with me. All right. Carl's in the house again. Hey, I mean, Partridge Family Prospecting, let me know how, and you're more than welcome to. I mean, look at least they have a cool little thing on there. See, and that's, I mean, still, the wolf, that's way more than I've ever found, to be completely honest with you. So we're going to bump that back a bit. 1982 is now the oldest year. Oh, 1971. It's the oldest year of this search so far. Oh, two 1971s. Living it up. Yeah, I'm right there with you, the wolf. I found way more things worth talking about in the pennies, and that's why on today, like, I'm just leaving the pennies off the table because I want all that to go into the pennies. Well, there's a 1960s nickel, which is the oldest that we've found so far. I'll pop that under the camera. The thought of something making it that far. That's my hope, Jonathan. You know, that's my hope, is like, if I keep going, it's not going to not pay off. But, I mean, it's got to be like some of the most tedious content to watch. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this camera, to be honest with you. The coin camera is what you're talking about, or the webcam? The coin camera was actually an investment. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of why I keep going with these types of videos, because I'm like, I got to make this worth it. I think, Carl, if there were, they'd probably have to be errors. And I think that would take a good deal of research to know what you're really looking for. I've tried that at the bank that I go to, Jonathan, and they don't really have like very many options. They blame the coin shortage, but then they also always have boxes of coins for me. So it is what it is. And that's awesome, the wolf. See, and there you go. That's why you look, is because they're out there. Hey, legit. Yeah, that coin camera was like probably one of my favorite things that I got this year, to be completely honest with you. Got to use it more. All right, I think that the 1960 is going to be our takeaway from that roll, and it's the oldest thing that we've got on the table right now. let's go ahead and see what's up. Thank you, Jonathan. Hey, Bionic Bull. There you go. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I'm sitting on boxes and boxes to go through, but that's definitely what's going on. Get that cheese out there. Dirty 1964, but we'll put it aside. And 1975. Yep. That one was about as exciting as the last one. Who sleeps nowadays? Wolf? That's awesome, Carl. All right, let's see if we can get something older than 1960 in this last roll. There you go. Send down all the love that you got, right? I've never seen someone just have a roll of steel Wheaties, so that's pretty awesome, the Wolf. It's not Hope 1980 is the oldest one in here. So I gotta say, I had easily one of the most confusing dreams of my life today. And in it, Nigel somehow got pregnant. And he, the confusing part is, yeah, that's right, Wolf. As long as they keep it, and then don't spend it not knowing what it is. But yeah, somehow he got pregnant, so there were 5 little Nigels running around the house, and none of them were more behaved than he is. We ended up calling the vet that fixed him, and they they let it be known that because he was too stubborn and didn't want to take the anesthesia, that they just didn't fix him. But again, they kept using the words him, so it was just a really confusing dream. But I stopped fighting it because there was a bunch of little Nigels, and anybody who's had too many Disney movies in their life, they know. I'm sure they've had a dream where there's talking animals, and so yeah, they were all just screaming at me in their little Nigel voices, and it was easily the strangest dream I've had in a very, very long time. Just thought I'd share that with everybody because sharing's caring. So I think that would have probably made it the best day that I'd had in a long time, Carl, if I found 4 steel pennies in my pocket from change. Holy crap. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of it too, is it was just a very, I don't know how to say it. It was a dream of the times, I guess, Gonna get these dimes a whirl. Well, Carl, I think you need to go back to that store more often. See if we can find something in the dimes. Because right now, I don't think the 1960 nickel is worth bragging. And I mean, I can either tell everybody about my weird cat dreams, or I can brag about something that I found in coins because, I'm living the dream. Not just any cats, Carl. The cats that are born to my male cat. So who knows? If there was anything to take away from that dream, it's that I need to sleep more and spend less time with my cat because he's invading my dreams. All of these dimes are in the 2000s. Oh. Well, it's an 82, so it's older than the rest of them. One thing I haven't been doing is looking for the torch connecting things that someone was talking about in the last live. Oh, there's a 1966 dime, so it's older. I'll pop that on the screen. It's not older than the nickel, but it is the oldest dime we have so far. I did not. No. And I didn't get any of the new Morgans or Peace Dollars either. He screams at me, Carl. Like, I'm not gonna say he talks to me, but I'm gonna say he screams at me. And that's proof in a number of the videos that you guys have been around for, as he just screams for no reason at all. Hey, thanks for coming back, Monkey. Yeah, right. That's the hope that keeps you coming back. And that's what I was explaining to a coworker that, like, let's say you're trying to deal with your gambling addiction. Just gamble on coin rolls, because you may not win, but you're not going to lose any money. Your cat talks to you now too? I thought it was just Darrow Partridge Family prospecting. All right, so it looks like that 66 is going to be our bragging point for the dimes for that roll. Well, in all fairness, Carl, the vet admitted that he didn't fix him the first time in the dream. So it will be, I mean, I agree. Like, that's a pretty, if someone was dreaming about me having 5 kids, I'd probably not really be too happy with them either. But even even before today, he likes to scream whenever it's the most inconvenient time, really. Like, you're like live and you think, oh, you know what? I'll just do this. And he's like, yeah, no. Oh, crap, dude. That's no good, Jonathan. Wait, so were you able to find your cat? Or was it your cat? That's awesome, Monkey. Keep it up. Dude, that's no good. Keep an eye that he doesn't try to eat your face from here on out, Jonathan. But I'm glad he came home. Dude, I hate seeing cats in the road, to be honest with you. I hate seeing most things in the road, but when it's a cat, you know that somebody's going to be having some problems. Well, looks like 78 is going to be the oldest one for this roll. Let's hope not, but so far that's the year that we got to beat. Sorry to hear that, Rocky Mountain Light prospecting. I'm not against dogs. I just only have time really for cats, to be honest with you. I wouldn't really. I'm one of those people who thinks that like unless you have a big area for your dog, like you really shouldn't have a dog. And my house is too small for dogs. And I'm not a fan of the like small yappy dogs. Well, that is it too. I worked at a place where this guy he saw a deer on the side of the road, and he just brought it home and started butchering it. And it was it was kind of confusing to me because that doesn't seem like the safest thing. But he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I just watched it get hit, so it's okay." And I'm just thinking to myself, there's a lot of things that can happen in 1975 when an animal gets hit. I really don't think you should be eating the meat of something you found at the side of the road. But to each their own, right? See, Rusty, you just like spending your money on animal food. Yeah, another roll of dimes. Yeah. Going nowhere. Oh wow, Wolf. Well, that's why I like bigger dogs. Is they I don't know. It's not that small dogs have less personality, but bigger dogs always seem to be I don't know more family oriented. I guess. Well, I mean you're all on the same page. Maybe it's just me, my city slicking ways of not eating the deer. I mean, this dude was butchering it in his apartment garage port. He was going at it, and he did. He had it cleaned up in no time at all. Like I've seen people clean out a carcass pretty fast, but this guy went for it, and he knew it. He knew what he was doing. That's for sure. Maybe I should spend more time on the highways then, and I'll spend less time in the grocery stores. You have changed the error of my ways, gentlemen. I mean, that's the way to add an addition to your family. That's awesome, the wolf. Hey, have a good night, Jonathan. Thanks for stopping by. 1987. Were they hunting dogs? Is that why you had them? I think the day that I find any like dime or nickel worth anything will be the day that I stop and be like, this was all I needed all this time. But it's looking like that's not going to be today. So last roll of dimes. Oh, okay. I'm just doing the math, Partridge Family Prospecting, on how those mixes came to be, and someone had it rough somewhere in the beginning or the end. We're gonna have to get you out here so you can meet everybody. Partridge Family Prospecting. You see a dirty coin and you're like, it must be old because it's dirty. It's not old. I had a coworker tell me recently, we'll have to get you out here so we can get you into Colorado, so you can hunt coins and dig holes with us. I had a coworker tell me that she would be willing to trade her pre-1965 quarters for state quarters. And I'm like, I don't know if you realize why I want your older quarters. And so I explained to her, and she still was like, yeah, no, if I have any, they're yours. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, that is a deal I will not pass up, to be completely honest with you. Hey, thanks for stopping by, the Wolf. You get some good sleep. And thank you. I'm hoping. We got 4 more rolls and not much to brag about. I might have to try to get up there, Rocky Mountain. I agree, Carl. Yeah, I agree. He'd definitely have much older coins. It seems like all I ever get are like 10 to 15-year-old Denver coins. But still going to keep looking. Yeah, nothing in there. Going to move on to the quarters and not even going to hope for silver. Going to hope for maybe a W. Who knows? W. I don't think you can use gas-powered stuff out here, Partridge Family. I could be wrong, though. See? So I was wrong. There you go. Thank you, Rocky Mountain. Oh, 1970. Looks like it's going to be the oldest quarter we might find tonight. Let's hope not. Oh, 1965. There we go. I mean, I know we're looking for a pre, but it's going to be the oldest. Hey, you have a good night, Carl. Thanks for stopping by. You keep up the search with the little ones. So let's say I find something past 1965, then I'll do another round. But if not, I'm probably going to cut this short with the 12 rolls of not anything spectacular, no bragging rights. But I do want to thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me while I try to get rich on the past. You send way too much, Partridge Family Prospecting. You're already sending way too much. I was saying in the beginning, I have 2 packages on my way, one containing a bunch of silver and one coming from a good friend, and I'm more excited about the one coming from the friend than I am about the one containing silver. Well, looks like 1984 is going to be the oldest year in this one. You know, I went through 20 different rolls of pennies, and the least amount of pre-82 pennies I found was 5 in each roll. So I do think pennies are, you know, if you need that instant gratification like I do, like, yeah, I'm a winner, what's up? Pennies are the way to go, that's for sure. But if you're just casually looking, there's 1967. It's going to be the oldest one for this roll. If you're looking for the big stuff, I hope you're in a better spot than I am. Yeah, I'm going to have to look more in depth on the ones that, the state ones that have value and such, Partridge. But for right now, it's just going to be a casual look off and see if we can find some silver. No errors or anything like that. Maybe some West Points, but I got to be honest, I don't think I've even seen one of those since I've started looking. Well, yeah, and that's another thing is like you can find I agree to that. Like I've seen some people selling like full maps and collection books, and it's kind of like way over the value of just the quarters. I guess if you really want something completed and you don't want to do the work, that's the way to go. But well, I'm right there kind of with you right now, Rusty. Is I don't have enough time to I don't have enough time to use the big boy tools like that. Casey, I got to be honest with you. Yeah, we have 2 more rolls to look through. So yeah, you're right there. But I will be going live again tomorrow night after I get home from work to give away more stuff to members. So there's something about our timing, Casey, that's not working out. He's always here right at the end of it, ready to say goodbye, Casey. I did not. I'm gonna have to watch it after this live. I saw that it went up, but I've just been this last week's been like super hectic, to be honest with you. But yeah, I do plan on watching it before I go to bed tonight, because there's nothing like your voice, Jeremy, to soothe me into a nice somber sleep. I wanted to ask what it was, but I don't want you to ruin it for me. I will be watching it. 1985 looks like it's going to be the oldest year in this one. All D's too. You want to see the D's? Come over to my page. You know, I'm happy if I get one P every once in a while, but it's always all the D's. Oh, there's the P. There's the P. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. You stay safe and you have a good night. Get some good sleep. Oh, snap. There's another P. Yeah. So what would that be, like 4 P's in this whole roll, excuse me. Nothing good tonight, Casey. I actually am I'm keeping the pennies off the table. I got for good, like we're going to have to say that the oldest thing that we found was the 1960 or 1966 dime in the quarter that just missed the mark by a couple years as well. But nothing worth bragging about. I don't really get that reference, but it's going on the screen. All right, last roll. If there's not something to keep us going, then no, you know what? I'll just do some pennies, just because if there's nothing in here, I need to feel like a winner. I need to keep this rush going. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that took a while. I was reading that as US, Casey, US, and I'm just like, yeah, I did. I found everybody who showed up. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. So dense. I'm sorry, Partridge Family Prospecting. So dense. Oh my gosh. I try to be a winner. We all believe to achieve, isn't that right? Yeah, Casey, you changed my life with the whole 1982 thing, because ever since then I'm like, yeah, I found something worth it. So I do, again, I think I've thanked you every time we've talked about this since then, but I do want to thank you for that. And I also, with Zach Lane, I think I've come across another lamination error. Yeah, right. So there's no way you're not going to win something, Casey. That's one thing I've got to let you know. And because of your concern, I'm going to 1974. What? I'm going to make I just have to pick the stuff out. And by pick it out, I mean just put it in a pile. But if in case you did win or you did not win a single thing, which I'm telling you, there's no way that's going to happen. You can pick from this pile of other things. I'm going to put some 10 gold backs. Some 10 gold backs, some of the sluices from Navity Designs, and some gold dirt, pay dirt, sorry, as well in there. I've never read that book before, Partridge Family Prospecting. I've never seen it or anything. So I got to be honest with you. Even though it's a child's book, I'm extremely excited about that as well. I mean, as you can tell, reading isn't one of my strongest skills, but you got to start somewhere, just like with the coin hunts, right? Just looking over the mint marks real fast. But as we know, you have 29 chances and 29 more chances, and that prize is not one of the best of the prizes that are there. And then you also have every month for the next year. So well, and here I'll show you also. So let's say if you don't win anything, I'm going to put 2 of these gals on the table, these 10 gold backs. So let's say if you don't win anything, which I really don't think is even possible, I'm not going to lie, just based off how last year went and all that, you can pick from these because there's no loser. There's no losers in this channel. And there will also be like some of the sluice boxes from Navity Designs and some pay dirt from Gold Bay. So don't worry. You're gonna walk home with some feeling like this wasn't a waste of my time. Listen to this guy talk about his weird dreams. Yeah, so this roll, the oldest was 1967. Pick up these. I'm just going to grab some pennies. Grab some pennies for my own justification. That's right. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. And if Zach, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known what that was. So thank you for that. Yeah, silver is dropping low, isn't it? That's crazy. Nigel, come on, dude. All right. We got some more Loomis rolls, and this is how. Okay. I misunderstood what you were saying there, but yeah, that's another reason to do something else too. Is if you're running out. Oh, that's one of my alarms. The hey, you have to work 2 jobs alarm. Man, I'm too old for 70s kind of stuff. Partridge Family Prospecting. They have a lot of hair going on in that stuff. I'm not talking about in inappropriate areas. I'm just talking about their hairstyles. All right. So right off the bat, I see some nice little different colors, so we can always hope that that's a good sign. And like I was saying earlier, in 200 rolls, the least amount that I found with pre 1982 pennies was actually 5 coins per roll. So right there is a 1982. It does have a ring of death, but we'll get it on there. And I count the 1982s as well until I've actually weighed them. There's a 1977. So that number could be off a little bit. 1966. I needed this. Yeah. On the coin cam. Sure, Partridge Family Prospecting. Sure. But yeah, that one, that 1977 is pretty pink. And that's what I'm saying. Like I always put the 1982s away because I'm gonna weigh them all, and that just has a nice coppery color. But I have a list because I was trying to. So yeah, I have a list because I was trying to do the numbers of each roll. And the roll that I found the most pre 1982 / older / Canadians, it was 16 in one roll. And I found out of, I keep saying 200 rolls. It's not 200 rolls. It was 30 rolls. But out of 30, yeah, there's a huge difference between 200 and 30. It's just yeah, yeah, hard for me to understand numbers and do the maths. But yeah, there were 3 rolls with 16 pre-1982s in each of those rolls. So that was pretty awesome. But it looks like this roll might be the roll that kind of stumps that, considering there's only 4 pre-1982s. And this one's a 1981. I'm just going to do another quick look over it. But based off the backs and the shine, I'm thinking there's only 4. All right, yeah, we're going to tap it out at 4, but 4 is better than everything that's been in all those other coin rolls. So, victory! There it is. My giant coffee can of pennies that have been searched. Yeah, I like that one too. And, you know, a lot of them are in decent condition. Like, I don't necessarily take away anything that's got a lot of garbage. 1990, the best year for anything to have ever been invented, made, or born. That'd be awesome, Nabity. Where would you recommend getting those from? What website do you get your proof sets from? Yeah, it does look like a pretty big D on that 1981. I agree with you. Well, let me know good auctions to go to, Nabity, because I haven't been to an auction in a while. I'm going to compare that D to this D over here. Yeah, I definitely think there is a pretty big difference in those Ds. Age is nothing but a number. I can still talk to you about my cats, your dogs, and all the coins in the world. I've been keeping an eye out for 73 stuff, dude. I really have. And yeah, I'm from the 90, the good year. The awkward time when everything really started to change. I was talking to a coworker about how oh, awesome. That's awesome. I was talking to a coworker last night about how we grew up when Comedy Central was still allowed to be funny and people were allowed to laugh at jokes, but things have changed. There's a 1981 in this roll. And that's a pretty bright right as well. Well, 1979. Yeah, I've gone to a lot of Mama T's auctions. I've never gone to any of Durbin's auctions, but Partridge Friendly Prospecting is always dropping their name, so I might have to stay up sometime and go see what I can get from there. Well, so this is pretty embarrassing. I gotta be honest with you. There's only 2 pre-82s in this roll, which is busting my number average, so I'm gonna have to write it down. $19.90. So you really lived through the good stuff, Casey. You really had a good party. I'll keep that in mind, Zach. 1980. I'll write that down right next to the 1973 years. Just gonna do another quick look over. And that is really cool. If I ever found a bill that had my birthday for the serial number, it would be framed and it would go nowhere. That's so cool. And Zach, I don't know if you're watching or just listening, but Rusty is born on the same year as you. Okay, 2 more rolls. Let's see if we can get this average back up. Oh, okay. Just wanted to let you know. Holly's like, you better be writing down 1977 as well. Okay, Holly, writing down 1977 as well. So we just missed your birthday, huh, Rusty? Last month. I don't know. Since both of you right side by side are from 1980, I'm gonna have to say that was probably a pretty weird year for people to be born in, huh? So you're both pretty weird fellas. I saw your video that you guys put out for your anniversary. There we go. There's 77 as we talk about it. I'll set that aside for you, Holly. 1977 penny right off the bat. 1976. $1965. $1963. This is a higher number. That makes me a little bit happier. I think we're up to 4. 1982. There's 5 for this roll. 1976. A second 1976. Yeah, this roll makes me a good bit happier. Not gonna lie. 1974. Yeah, we'll tap out at 1974. So what is that? There's 7 pre-82 in that one, which is a lot more like closer to the average. Just gonna do another quick look over. I was doing some research and it said that one year, I can't remember what year it is. I think it was in the 90s. They had somehow made a bunch of copper mix ones, like a bunch of copper got into it, and those pennies are worth a lot. But I can't remember what year it is, and so I haven't really been looking at it. I honestly don't know what generations there really are other than like the boomers, and I'm pretty sure I probably get those confused anyways. So I leave those gen thises and that's for other people. This is another thing that I was finding a lot of is like these big 9s, small 8, big 9, and I just find that to be a cool year print, to be honest with you. I don't know if there's a mint mark on that. Yeah, I don't see a mint mark anywhere. I'm going to set that aside as well. All right. Last roll. Let's see if we can get this up a little bit higher. For anybody that's in the chat right now, send me an email with your birthday, and I will send you a penny with your birth year on it. for sticking through. And I'm not sure I know how to do that, Zach. Give me one moment. As soon as I find it, I'll post it for you, Zach. But yeah, while I'm looking for that, send me an email if you're here right now, and we will go ahead and send you out a penny with your birth year in it. Okay, it looks like she got it. And as soon as I am able to learn how to make people blue, Zach, you're gonna be blue, that's for sure. Along with Partridge Family Prospecting as well. It's just a matter of learning. And as we know, learning is not my forte. Oh, listen, man, Casey. I don't know if I have any of those things right on hand. He's like, listen, I showed up and I'm still here right before, like, even with you not ending. So you need to send all of it. $50, quarter, and a dime. All silver because I'm from 61. Now, if you look at the color already, this one's going to be a better roll than the first two. I can see that already. So that makes me happy. Okay. One moment. Let me take a look before we dig into that. Yeah, I think I just sent a private chat to nobody, to be completely honest with you. All right. We're gonna dig into these ones. Well, that's an 83, but I'm gonna set that aside and weigh it anyways because I like that color. Yeah, I'm right there with Jeremy. I'm okay with the lower numbers because I see the same people consistently in my lives and doing the comments and stuff, and that's what I'm looking for. 1974. 1971, super dirty though. It's not anything worth it. It's an 89, but go ahead and set that over there. 1975. 1970. And 1976. Oh, there's a 1972. I would have skipped right over that guy because he is pretty shiny. Oh, another 1976 I would have skipped right over. All right. All right. So what do we got? 1, 2, 8 in that row. That's like a lot more of what I like to see. Like, yeah, the teens is nice, but having 8, 5 to 8 per roll of pre-1982, that's definitely a win in my book. I'm pretty shocked at the second roll only having 2. We just did 4 rolls, and if you guys are going to be sticking around, I'll go grab 4 more rolls to try to see what we can average tonight on pre-82. Just going to do one more quick look over. Yeah, going to do one more set of 4. And just so you don't think I'm fibbing, here's like all the pre-82s from those first 30 rolls, and there are a lot. And in there's also, I think, 3 or 4 Canadian pennies and a good number of wheat pennies. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that cat hair out of there. Not a bunch, but definitely enough to make me keep coming back and looking in the rolls. So I'm not gonna dump that guy in there. I'm not gonna dump that guy in there. So I'm gonna dump these guys in neon. Because that's the fancy protecting thing. And I'm right there with you, Holly. I'm right there with you. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a few more rolls. I'll just grab 6 so we can have 10 and figure out the average really fast. All right. So 6 more rolls. Let's go ahead and bump this average up. See for how many 10 rolls you will get how many pre-82 pennies. We'll do this a little bit faster than the last ones, but we will see. It says we'll do it faster, but then takes 4 minutes to open up the first roll. So, all right, Casey, you get some good sleep. Have a good day at work. We'll talk to you tomorrow. See, I made it longer so you would have more time with the group, and this is how you do it. You go to work. Some people, I tell you what, some people. So there's a 1976, first one we turn over. $1964, 1980, $1977, 1978, 1959. He's dirty, but you can still see a good bit of his face. '76, 78, 68, 82, we'll have to weigh you, 64, and that's a lot more of what I was experiencing in the first rolls. So there is, with 182 that needs to be weighed, there were 11 pre-82s that came in here in that roll. So that's awesome. Yeah, that one definitely is. There were 11 and that picks up for the one that has 2. There were 11 in that one, and that is awesome. And that's just a quick look over. I could be missing some because they are in better condition, but I doubt it. Yeah, that one's awesome. Hopefully we can beat that 11. This one does not look like it's going to beat the 11, just from first glances, but that's okay. Oh, see, so there's a wheat penny right there. And like I was saying, I am not getting a lot of those in these hunts, but when we do, it is a happy moment. So I'm going to pop that guy underneath the screen. And that year was 1957, pretty red glow around good old Lincoln, and 1 wheat penny. I didn't get anything from you, Zach. Send me an email and we'll try to work it out, okay? There's an 81. So yeah, that one's only got two. It's got the 81 and the 57 that's on the, I think it's 57 that's on the current. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Only two, 157. And I'm really starting to be right there with you, Holly, on how many wheat pennies are coming out. Yeah, but I'm always excited when I get a wheat penny from a bankroll. I have no real justification for that, but it is always making me happy. Yeah. Only two, but one wheat. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, wow. Look at all that shine. That's not a good sign. We want ugly, dull, and copper. Oh, wow. Well, that's another thing, Holly. A lot of people, they don't look at their bills. And a lot of the old bills are like, if you can just put it aside, it's definitely worth putting it aside, in my opinion. So there's a 1977. Well, that is clearly the worst roll of the night, with only one 1977. And that's okay. We have three more to make up for it. And we will. That's the optimism that we need in life. We will make up for that one 1977. That and the serial numbers. A lot of people don't look at the serial numbers of the bills, and people will pay pretty interesting, in my opinion, premiums depending on what the serial numbers are, and if you have only four of the same number. Or consecutive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. $1989, 1990. There's a 1970, starting off in a good boat. 75, 57. Yeah, so there's the second wheat penny of the night. So this one's dirtier than that one. A little bit more wear for its money, but we got another 57. Awesome. See, optimism pays off. Ooh, ooh. 1967. 80. 80. It's a pretty nice looking 80 too. I'm going to pop that under there for you guys to see. It's always nice until you put it under the coin cam and then you see all the problems with it. I'll bring that wheat penny back. I'm going to just bring that 80 over there. I did not. $73. $71. 68. 63. Another 61. I have to look at that later. Super beat up. Look at that guy later. Super beat up. All right, so 1, 11 in that roll as well. So that's pretty exciting. And that, in my opinion, made up for it. If we can get one with a higher count than 11, that's going to be the winning roll of the night. But so far, 11 is the number to beat. And 2 wheat pennies. So that's awesome. Wow, that's crazy. That is a lot of time and a lot of items. I do not have good hopes for this roll, seeing how many shiny new Puerto Rican pennies there are. That's awesome. That's really cool. All the over 200 items donated. Okay, well, we got one, which is kind of where I was thinking we would be, if any. And yeah, those are a lot. Maybe 2? Nope. Only 1. What a bummer. All right. On to the last one. That's crazy. $6,000. Holly was there, she said. All right, let's see if we can beat that 11 mark with this roll. And if not, make it sweeter with maybe a wheat penny. Let's see. That's crazy. Okay, off to a good start. 1980, 1958. 1982. 77 and an 81. 70 and 74. And then go 78 and do another quick look. So this roll did not break the record. But we did bring it up a little bit. So there's 2, 3, 8 for that one. Just going to do some quick math. I didn't film it opening. Oh man, maybe I should grab another roll. Just so I know. Sorry about that. I'm going to do the math to see how many pre-82s we were. So know that there were 2 wheat pennies. 8, 16. So there were 56 pre-82 pennies that were found. In 10 rolls. And again, the side note is I do include the 82 in the pre-82, just because I'm going to weigh them later. So let's see. Pull open a tab. Which gives us an average of just under 9. So if after looking through 500 pennies, you found 56, that's a pretty good number in my book. Because again, when you think about it, you're not losing anything. All your pennies are still there, even the ones you're going to trade in. So you gained 56. You look through 500. Pretty good win. And at that point, I'm going to put these coins away. These ones are just ones I'm going to look at later on. They're not pre-82, but they have some interesting colors. I'm going to put these all away. I'm going to thank you guys for joining me and hanging out. And maybe we'll do a box of pennies to see just how many pre-82s we could get out of a full box. Maybe we'll do that here pretty soon. I got to be honest, that's a lot of commitment coming from me, because that is a lot of paper unwrapping, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. So again, hey, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll do this again tomorrow night. So I hope to see you all there. Stay safe, stay happy, and I will catch you on the next one.